Okay, let's shift gears here. We got a panel. So Brian Kemp's going to run for president. He's going to go to Iowa. He's going to run for president. I'm now convinced of that. So is Glenn Youngkin. So you got two governors and at least many more. I'm gonna go right to Sally, and we're gonna go around the horn. Does Brian Kemp have any chance of wrestling the nomination away from some of these other candidates, including J.D. Vance? Debbie Dooley.
I think he does. I think right now, from what I am witnessing on the ground in the grassroots, is that there's a lot of apprehension about J.D. Vance. I know a lot of folks like Marco Rubio. I think Governor Kemp has a lane that will be open to him. And in 2028, I think that lane is there. Open because there's a lot of folks that some folks are on the MAGA supporters totally on board with J.D. Vance, but there's some that are not. They're looking at other candidates, and I'm one of those people that are looking for another candidate.
I agree with you, Debbie. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. As you know, I think your Derek
Roll Tide
is like, is just paper. But I agree with you. I think Kemp's got a lane.
Yeah.
Based on what he's done in Georgia and the fact that he's won that state and he's got a 63% popularity rating. I think he's got a lane, and I wouldn't count him out. Celeste James?
Yeah, I for one, I've always admired the governor. I like him. I think he's done an incredible job here in Georgia. And I do believe that come 2028, there is an opportunity for him.
I agree. Jackie Harling, District 14 chair. Does Brian Kemp, could he win Iowa, New Hampshire? Could he be the nominee?
You know what? I told everybody when I was being interviewed about the Marjorie Trump feud that I had faith that, like a mom and dad separated, they were going to get back together. So I have learned my lesson to not speculate about things I have no power over. What I'm laser focused on is this special election to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene, and that's what is in my DNA right now.
It's fine if you're not going to answer the question, but I can't spend time on it. So no disrespect meant, but if you're not going to answer the question, I got to go to the next person. Jim.
I'm good with that.
There's a lot of people in Georgia that really like Brian Kemp. They were confused why he didn't run for Senate. But if what you're enlightening me to, a possible presidential run, that would explain why he didn't take up that Senate race. Brian Kemp's done a lot of great things for Georgia. And to Celeste's point, when she said that this inside circle that is aware of all the political goings on, that's the only downfall that Brian Kemp might have in the state, is maybe an election integrity issue about a special session back in 2020. Those would be the only downfalls. And there's only a few people in Georgia that understand that.
That's a good point, Jim. You go to Iowa, like nobody's thinking about what special session you didn't do in 2020.
Right.
I mean, it's such a small sliver,
That's
and it
right.
was so long ago. It's like, whatever, Trump won. Okay, Sally?
You know what? I have learned that there are many lanes open for many different types of people, and I think Governor Kemp would certainly appeal to a lot of people, just like, J.D. Vance appeals to a lot of people, just like Marco. Take, for example, Marco Rubio. He's doing a fantastic job as Secretary of State. People who would not have considered Marco Rubio, back in 2016, are loving what he's doing. So you never know what's going to happen. And, if the governor decides to do that, I wish him the best of luck.
All right, so we're going to go around the room. I want a simple yes or no answer, not a prediction, just a simple, soft question. If Brian Kemp runs for president, is there a lane where he could be the nominee? Debbie Dooley, yes or no?
Yes.
Celeste James?
Yes.
Jackie Harley.
Yes.
That was a meek answer.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Jim Tully.
Yes.
Sally Grubbs.
Yes.
Godzilla. Absolutely. Definitely yes.
Yeah.
This thing is, guys, this thing is wide open, man. This whole
Yeah.
Vance thing. Look, I like JD and I'd be happy if he was a nominee, but I'm just giving you my perspective.
I agree.
Not that I'm not backing him or I'm backing somebody else, but this thing is wide open.
Yep.
And we don't know what's going to happen between now and 28. I think Brian Kemp has a definite lane. And I think, to be honest with you guys, of all the candidates that could get in, I think he would be one of the most fascinating because of his record. And the problem with DeSantis is, I mean, I like him as governor, but like when he ran for president, like nobody liked the guy. I mean, it's kind of like Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz would go somewhere and lose votes. I mean, they don't like him. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I like him. He's a nice enough guy, but whatever he did, people just didn't like the guy. Maybe that'll change. I don't know, but Cruz is running, Kemp is running, Youngkin's running, God knows who else, Vance, obviously, and many, many others. It's going to be fun. Jim Tully, I like your message. Very, very powerful. Thank you for joining us. Jim, people want to follow your campaign. Where do they go?
They can find my Facebook page, Jim Tully for Georgia, is the best place. And I would love for folks to come and ask me questions and get on Team Tully. And this is a pure grassroots effort. This is front porch politics that we are lacking, not only in Georgia, but across the nation. That's that 95% that Debbie referred to that are unengaged. This is important.
Front porch politics. You mind if I steal that?
Certainly.
Right,
Remind them to come find Jim Tully, though, John.
You got my. Everybody heard Jim gave me permission to steal that line.
Front porch politics, baby. That's where
like
it's at.
all lines I get from people, I just steal them and say they're my own. Right? I've been doing it forever. Thank you, Jim. Hey, I want to thank our panel. Very lively show. Debbie Dooley, Celeste James, Jackie Harling, Jim Tully, Sally Grubbs. Great to see you all. Happy New Year to you all. Very lively peek through. We will see you next week.